Seniors, listen closely because here is something that most doctors never mention during your regular checkups. While you are sleeping tonight, your brain is supposed to be running one of the most important cleanup operations in your entire body. It's called the glymphatic cycle, a nighttime flushing system that removes toxins, nourishes neurons, supports the optic nerves in your eyes, strengthens memory pathways, reduces inflammation, and resets your entire nervous system. But after 65, this healing cycle slows down dramatically. The pathways get narrower. The flow becomes weaker. The optic nerves receive less nourishment. The memory centers repair more slowly. And that is why so many seniors wake up foggy, forgetful, heavy-eyed, or mentally drained. Even after sleeping 8 hours, the body rests, but the brain doesn't repair. What researchers recently discovered is even more surprising. What you drink before bed can dramatically influence how well this nighttime repair cycle functions. Certain juices, loaded with targeted antioxidants, polyphenols, and neuroprotective plant compounds, can help support nighttime blood flow to the brain, nourish the retina, calm inflammation, and help the memory centers store information more clearly. These juices don't work as magic potions. They work because they supply nutrients the aging brain struggles to produce on its own. In this video, we will reveal the top 5 juices seniors should consider drinking at night to support vision, memory, and brain repair. And stick around because number 2 can enhance nighttime recovery in a way that surprised nearly every researcher who studied it. You can find the detailed scientific references for today's topic in the description if you'd like to explore the research further. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. How old are you? Tell us below. We're reading and responding to every comment today like real conversations, not scripted replies. Now, without any further delay, let's start with number 5. And this first juice is one almost no senior thinks of, yet it can support nighttime brain pathways in a surprisingly powerful way. Number 5. Drink carrot juice every evening to feed your eyes the nutrients they desperately need. There is a reason your grandmother probably told you that carrots are good for your eyes, and it turns out she was absolutely right, though perhaps not for the reason she thought. Carrot juice is absolutely loaded with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, one of the most essential nutrients for maintaining healthy vision as you age. But the real magic happens when you drink carrot juice in the evening, because your body does most of its cellular repair work while you sleep, and having these nutrients available in your bloodstream during those crucial hours makes a significant difference. The study published in the Archives of Ophthalmology followed over 77,000 women and found that those with higher intakes of beta-carotene had a significantly lower risk of developing age-related macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of vision loss in adults over 60. But beta-carotene is not the only vision-protecting compound in carrot juice. This vibrant orange drink also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that actually concentrate in your retinas and act like natural sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light and protecting the delicate photoreceptor cells that allow you to see clearly. These compounds are so effective that researchers sometimes refer to them as macular pigment because they literally create a protective layer over the most sensitive part of your eye. When you drink carrot juice before bed, your body has all night to transport these nutrients to where they are needed most. The liver processes the beta-carotene, converts it to vitamin A, and then your bloodstream carries it directly to the retinal cells that are undergoing repair while you sleep. Now, when it comes to preparing carrot juice for maximum benefit, fresh is always best, but store-bought works perfectly fine as long as you check the label for added sugars. If you are making it at home, you want to use about 4 to 5 medium carrots to get a single glass. Here is a tip that most people do not know. Adding just a small amount of healthy fat dramatically increases the absorption of beta-carotene because it is a fat-soluble nutrient. Try adding half a teaspoon of olive oil or coconut oil to your juice, or simply drink it alongside a small handful of almonds. The ideal time to drink your carrot juice is about 1 to 2 hours before bed, giving your digestive system enough time to break down the nutrients and get them into your bloodstream before that nighttime repair cycle kicks into high gear. And if carrot juice can do this much for your vision, just wait until you hear what our next juice can do for the blood flow to your brain. Number 4. Drink beetroot juice to flood your brain with oxygen-rich blood overnight. This deep purple juice might not win any awards for taste, but what it does for your brain is nothing short of remarkable. Beetroot juice is one of the most potent natural sources of dietary nitrates, and before you get worried, these are not the same harmful nitrates found in processed meats. The nitrates in beets are completely natural, and your body converts them into nitric oxide, a molecule that causes your blood vessels to relax and widen. This process, called vasodilation, dramatically increases blood flow throughout your body, including to your brain. A groundbreaking study from Wake Forest University used MRI imaging to actually see what happens inside the brain after drinking beetroot juice, and the results were stunning. Researchers observed significantly increased blood flow to the frontal lobes, which are the areas responsible for executive function, decision-making, and working memory. What makes beetroot juice particularly effective when consumed in the evening is that the nitric oxide effect peaks about 2 to 3 hours after drinking it and remains elevated throughout the night. This means that during the critical hours when your brain is consolidating memories from the day and clearing out metabolic waste, it has access to significantly more oxygen and nutrients than it normally would. The same improved blood flow also benefits your eyes because the retinas require an enormous amount of oxygen relative to their size, and restricted blood flow is one of the major contributors to age-related vision problems. Researchers at the University of Exeter found that participants who consumed beetroot juice showed improvements in reaction time and cognitive processing speed, with older adults showing some of the most dramatic benefits. Preparing beetroot juice for maximum effectiveness requires a few considerations. Raw beets can be quite tough on your digestive system if you are not used to them, so starting with a smaller amount and gradually increasing is wise. About 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice is the amount used in most clinical studies showing cognitive benefits. You can juice fresh beets at home using a juicer or high-powered blender, but concentrated beetroot shots and powders have become increasingly popular and are often easier on the stomach. One important tip is to avoid using antibacterial mouthwash before or shortly after drinking beetroot juice because the bacteria in your mouth actually help convert the nitrates into nitric oxide. Without that bacterial action, you lose much of the benefit. Drinking your beetroot juice about 2 hours before bed puts the peak nitric oxide production right in line with your deepest sleep stages when the brain does its most intensive repair work. If better blood flow sounds impressive, our next juice takes brain protection to an entirely different level. Number 3. Drink pomegranate juice to shield your brain cells from age-related damage. Pomegranate juice has been consumed for thousands of years in ancient cultures, but modern science is only now beginning to understand just how powerful this ruby-red elixir really is for the aging brain. Pomegranates contain unique compounds called punicalagins and elagitannins that your body converts into something called urolithins. These urolithins have been shown in multiple studies to cross the blood-brain barrier, which is a highly selective membrane that prevents most compounds from entering brain tissue, and once inside, they provide direct protection to your neurons. The study published in the journal Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine found that participants who consumed pomegranate juice daily for 4 weeks showed significant improvements in verbal and visual memory tests compared to those who drank a placebo beverage. But the benefits of pomegranate juice go far beyond just memory enhancement. The antioxidant capacity of pomegranate juice is almost 3 times higher than red wine and green tea, making it one of the most powerful free radical fighters you can consume. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells throughout your body, and your brain is particularly vulnerable because of its high fat content and enormous oxygen consumption. When you drink pomegranate juice in the evening, those antioxidants circulate through your bloodstream all night long, neutralizing free radicals while your brain and body are in repair mode. Research from the University of California, Los Angeles found that pomegranate juice may actually help slow the progression of cognitive decline in people already experiencing memory issues. The same polyphenols that protect brain cells also protect the retinal ganglion cells in your eyes, which are responsible for transmitting visual information from your eyes to your brain. When selecting and preparing pomegranate juice for maximum benefit, Quality matters tremendously. You want to look for 100% pomegranate juice with no added sugars or fillers. The best options list only pomegranate juice or pomegranate juice from concentrate on the ingredient label. Fresh pomegranate juice is wonderful if you have access to fresh pomegranates, though extracting the juice can be quite labor-intensive. You simply cut the pomegranate in half and use a citrus juicer to press out the juice, being careful to avoid the bitter white pith. The recommended amount used in most studies is about 8 ounces daily, and drinking it in the evening allows those powerful polyphenols to work in concert with your natural nighttime repair processes. Some people find pomegranate juice slightly tart, and adding a small splash of water can make it more palatable without significantly diluting the benefits. Pomegranate juice is truly remarkable, but our next juice has been called a superfood for the brain by researchers around the world. Number 2. Drink blueberry juice to activate your brain's natural memory centers. If there is one juice that has generated more excitement in the neuroscience community than any other, it is blueberry juice. These small berries pack an absolutely extraordinary punch when it comes to brain health, and the research supporting their benefits for memory and cognition is some of the strongest in nutritional science. Blueberries contain high concentrations of anthocyanins, which are the purple pigments that give them their distinctive color. And these compounds have been shown to accumulate in the regions of the brain responsible for learning and memory. A landmark study published in the Annals of Neurology followed over 16,000 women for 20 years and found that those who consumed the most blueberries experienced significantly slower rates of cognitive decline, equivalent to delaying brain aging by up to 2.5 years. What makes blueberry juice particularly effective for nighttime consumption is the way anthocyanins interact with your brain during sleep. Research from the University of Reading found that flavonoids from blueberries increase signaling in the hippocampus, which is the brain region most associated with memory formation and the area that is often first affected by age-related cognitive decline. When you sleep, your brain consolidates the memories formed during the day, essentially moving them from short-term to long-term storage, and having blueberry anthocyanins present during this process appears to enhance the entire operation. The same anthocyanins that benefit memory also protect the tiny blood vessels in your eyes and have been shown in multiple studies to improve night vision and reduce eye fatigue. Japanese researchers found that consuming blueberry extract significantly reduced eye strain in participants who spent long hours looking at screens. For preparing blueberry juice that delivers maximum cognitive benefits, you have several excellent options. Fresh or frozen blueberries can be blended into a juice using a high-powered blender, and using about 1 cup of berries per serving will give you the concentration used in most research studies. Wild blueberries, which are smaller than cultivated varieties, actually contain nearly twice the anthocyanin content, so using them when available is highly recommended. Commercial blueberry juice can also be effective, but you need to read labels carefully because many products are heavily diluted with cheaper juices like apple or grape. Look for 100% blueberry juice or blueberry juice from concentrate without added sugars. Drinking your blueberry juice 1 to 2 hours before bed gives your digestive system time to process the anthocyanins and get them circulating in your bloodstream just as you enter the deep sleep stages when memory consolidation is most active. Blueberry juice is incredibly powerful, but there is one juice that combines everything we have talked about and adds something truly unique that sets it apart from everything else. Number 1. Drink tart cherry juice to transform your sleep and supercharge your brain overnight. This is the juice that researchers are calling a game changer for seniors who want to protect their memory, support their vision, and get the deep restorative sleep that makes both of those things possible. Tart cherry juice is fundamentally different from every other juice on this list because it contains significant amounts of natural melatonin, the hormone your brain produces to regulate sleep. As we age, our natural melatonin production declines dramatically, which is one reason why so many seniors struggle with sleep quality. A study published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that participants who drank tart cherry juice experienced significant increases in melatonin levels, spent more time in bed actually sleeping, and reported substantially improved sleep quality. But here's where it gets really exciting. That improved sleep creates a cascade of benefits for both memory and vision because deep sleep is when your brain does all of its most important repair and consolidation work. The cognitive benefits of tart cherry juice extend far beyond just better sleep. Tart cherries contain extremely high levels of anthocyanins, similar to blueberries, but they also contain unique compounds that have potent anti-inflammatory effects throughout the body. Chronic inflammation in the brain is now recognized as one of the primary drivers of age-related cognitive decline, and the compounds in tart cherry juice specifically target the inflammatory pathways most associated with brain aging. A study from the University of Delaware found that older adults who consumed tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks showed significant improvements in cognitive function, particularly in areas related to visual memory and learning. The researchers believe that the combination of better sleep, reduced inflammation, and direct antioxidant protection creates a synergistic effect that is greater than any of those benefits alone. For your eyes, the anti-inflammatory effects help protect against conditions like macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy, both of which have inflammatory components. When it comes to selecting and preparing tart cherry juice for optimal results, there are several important factors to consider. First, you specifically need tart cherries, also called sour cherries or Montmorency cherries, not sweet cherries. The tart varieties contain significantly higher concentrations of melatonin and anthocyanins. Most health food stores carry tart cherry juice concentrate, which can be mixed with water to create a beverage or ready-to-drink tart cherry juice. The concentrate is often more economical and allows you to control the strength. Studies showing sleep and cognitive benefits typically use between 8 and 16 ounces of tart cherry juice or 1 ounce of concentrate mixed with water. The timing of consumption is particularly important with tart cherry juice because you want the melatonin effect to align with your bedtime. Drinking it about 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to sleep gives the melatonin time to enter your bloodstream and begin promoting drowsiness. Many people find that establishing a consistent routine, drinking their tart cherry juice at the same time each evening, produces the best results because it helps reinforce their natural circadian rhythm. The research on tart cherry juice continues to expand, and scientists are now investigating whether it might even help with more serious cognitive conditions. What we know for certain is that this remarkable juice addresses multiple factors that contribute to age-related decline in both brain function and vision, all while helping you achieve the deep, restorative sleep that makes healthy aging possible. And there you have it, the top 5 juices that can help restore your vision and memory while you sleep. Starting tonight, you could begin incorporating one or more of these powerful beverages into your evening routine and let your body do the rest while you get a good night's sleep. Your brain and your eyes are counting on you to give them the nutrients they need to stay healthy and sharp for years to come. The best part is that these are simple, natural additions to your daily routine that taste good and make you feel good. If you found this information helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on healthy aging. We release new content every week designed to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life. Thanks for watching.